Alright guys, so we're doing this is going to be a different little video. So I'm working on my shop today. The roof is completely done, the ridge cap's on. I'm ready to start putting this wall here up. I've got to cut some sheet metal and attach it. But as you can see, all this grass has grown up over the tin ledge or drip ledge, whatever you want to call it. I need to weed eat this. Problem is, I don't have a weed eater, but I did remember I had this old Grass Hog Black & Decker electric one, runs off an 18-volt battery, and it is beyond dead. Oop. Well, maybe it's been sitting in a barn for quite a while. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she's still dead. It's got cobwebs and everything else growing up on it. But what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can modify this to work on a DEWALT 20V instead of a Black & Decker 18V. And hopefully it'll work at least long enough to cut this one side for now, where I can hang this sheet metal, possibly maybe enough to do the whole building all the way around it. So I'll have to move the zero turn here in a minute and get that little spot. But that's the plan today, to get this thing modified, weed eat all of this, and start hanging sheet metal. So let's get started. We're gonna have to cut and crimp, and that battery I'm sure is toast. This one's only showing 2 bars on it, but it should work. So what we'll have to do, I don't know, this only has 2 terminals, so it's not one of those smart things like this. Hopefully we don't burn up my battery. I don't know what's positive and what's negative because they're not marked on here in any shape, form, or fashion. But I've already run 1 or 2 of these batteries, modifying them to run on those little the little battery operated cars, until I figured it out and got it where I could make them run about twice as fast as they're supposed to. But on this battery, they're marked battery positive, battery negative, so we can just use these 2 outer terminals and we should be able to make this work. What we're going to need is 4 of them, 2 for here and 2 female. No, it'll take 2 males in there also, I believe. I think they'll fit in there. Oh yeah. I have to hold the battery. Wow. It actually kind of halfway holds itself. That'd be crazy. Anyways, like I said, this is just a temporary thing. If it works, it works. If not, that's fine also. We'll come up with another plan. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut 2 pieces of wire, and I don't know if this is near heavy enough, but off this old starter button. Hopefully it'll work. Alright, I've already got 1, so let's just find 3 more. Maybe easier said than done. Why do I have, oh, there's another one. There's 2. Why do I have all the females and not very many males? 3. There's some blue ones that may work. There's another red one. And there's another red one. Okay. So let's use the red ones. Save the blue ones for another project. This is a pretty small wire anyways. Impacts, it just seems like it beats the crud out of them and ends up knocking the batteries loose. I'm gonna say that's the negative and this one on the outer is the positive, I hope. So that would mean this is the positive and that's the negative. We're attached. Ow, 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 right in the leg. Well, it works. Where it runs, let's see if it'll cut grass. Shouldn't be doing this in shorts, but I am. There you have it. It works. That's good. A little extra power. I ain't sure that's running the right direction though. Yep, it is. That was the other thing. If you switch them, it may make the motor run the other direction, but apparently it's working the right way because it's swinging the string where it'll cut it when it comes around. So yeah, it ain't a big powerhouse, but for an electric weed eater, it'll at least get this where I can work at it now. Heck yeah, now we just got to figure out a name for it. Will it be a Walton Decker or Black and Walt? I don't know. What should I call this sucker? Or the Grass Walt or the DeGrass Hog? Either way, it works. So there you have it, guys. It can be done. The biggest issue would be the battery being held in there, not having to hold it, but that actually works pretty good. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about this little Frankenstein free weed eater. I'm happy with it. It works. Thanks for watching, guys, and go check out my channel for other weird videos of stuff like this and will it runs, all this kind of junk in here. If you're interested in stuff with engines and hearing them run again after years and years of sitting, you need to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know whenever I upload. We will see y'all on the next one. Later.